There we go. Yo. Oh man. Hello, SolarLune here. How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another game dev kind of stream. Hope everybody's doing well. Hello to everybody in chat land or on YouTube comments if that's where you're watching from the future. Welcome indeed. I'm SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer, musician. I'm the creator of Masterplan. I am working on Tetra 3D, which is the 3D software renderer. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and it's going well. I think, personally. All right, so let me just double check something. Okay, cool. And let me double check over here. All right, that'll have to do. P Mendez99 says hello, or hey there, nice to see you. Hello. Lottie says yes sir, we lit. Okay, hello. Welcome. Ishan says first. All right, so hello everybody. Last time I streamed, I was talking about Masterplan and how I wanted to get an update out. Unfortunately, I didn't get it out on Monday because I ran into some issues building statically, which is basically building so that I don't have to redistribute the dynamic libraries like SDL2 and things like that. It didn't work out. So I'm going to try building today, or I've been trying to build today. And I'm like right there. I just have to fix one little issue, which is basically this issue where the Windows running Masterplan on Windows opens a terminal. This is easily solved. You have to set this LD flag -H to be Windows GUI, but exactly figuring out the structure of the ticks and quotes and stuff is where I have been kind of laboring for the past 40 minutes or so, just trying something and then building and then seeing if it works on my Windows laptop and seeing that it doesn't work and trying it again and so forth and so on. In any case, so I'm Lucretius. Carl says hello. Lucretia says SolarLune stream 20xx journey to become cracked. That is basically it. I'm getting there. I'm getting cracked. I'm getting I'm getting there, I think. But yes, I'm almost there. Once I build, I'm a glasses dude. Yeah, I have glasses. A small prescription. Congratulations. My prescription is pretty massive, I think. I can't read my screen without my glasses. My screen is 3 feet away, 2 feet away, maybe. Maybe like 2 feet away from my face. And without my glasses, I can't really read your comments. And my screen is maybe like 30 inches. No, this one is maybe 27, 20. Yeah, something like that. So my eyesight is kind of poor, to say the least. Anyway, but yes. Okay, so Masterplan. Gonna build it. It's gonna be sick. Once I build, I'm probably going to make it so that this version of Masterplan is on the main branch in Steam, and then move the old version to another branch. That way, basically, I can kind of start putting the screenshots. I can start taking screenshots of the current version of Masterplan and then get rid of the old version, the old screenshots, because I feel like this version looks a lot better, performs a lot better, and is way more indicative of what you would and should experience when you're using Masterplan. I wouldn't recommend anyone to start with 0.7. It's really there as just, a must, as a fallback if you need it. But if you are starting fresh, you definitely should be starting with 0.8. So I'll be making that change on Steam today, hopefully, once I get the build uploaded. And then on itch, I don't know, I might just wipe the entire thing, download the old versions, re-upload them, or just change the name of the old versions and then put a better name for the new ones. I don't know, because Steam itch doesn't have any channels, it just has file names, so I'm not sure how quite that will work. I have to see. Anyway, back to Tetra 3. So Tetra 3 what I've been working on in Tetra 3D, is an add-on. I've been working on an add-on, and it's working okay. It's not working too poorly. Yeah, this is what I've been working on. So you can go to, and this is just a script in Blender that I'm like, banging out while I get this to work. But once it works, or once it's finished, I'll be able to just save it as a .py file and put it in the repo, or maybe make a release of it that is in a zip or whatever. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, you can set your bounds here. So you can say like, oh, I want AABB for the bounds, or I want a capsule, or I want a sphere, whatever. So that's good. That will work. I haven't written the other side of this where we load these values into Tetra 3D, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, that's basically it. Let me just do something real quick, which is start some music. Let's see. Okay. He codes in Python, he codes in Go, he makes Grammy-winning music. What can't the goat do? Not quite. For code and text, 4K is wonderful. 4K 32 inches, and I have to be 1.5 to 1 foot away without glasses. Yeah, it's definitely... my vision is not great, but yeah, this is 2K, I think. This is 1440p. So it's not 4K, but it's very nice. It's very nice to have just a big, crisp screen. It's good. Yeah, so the current situation, I would like to have what like the old Blender game engine had, where you could add properties and like change their status here, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that to work, so I'm not worried about that right now. Not right now. What I'm going to add, or what I would like to add, is the ability to export on save. That's pretty important, so I'll add that here under... Oh, this is scene? Or... Oh, these are all scene. Okay. I'll add it maybe here under output. So you can just toggle it, and it will be basically global to the entire blend file. That's the idea. So we will reload here. Can I zoom in? How do I make the text bigger? Okay. So let's see. We'll do the register class. Export on save. Blend data. 350 when I bought it, nearly 400 now for that monitor, for a 4K 32-inch monitor. Let's see. Philips monitor. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's a good, I guess. Excuse me. I guess it kind of feels good to be like, oh, you buy something, at whatever price, and then later on it goes up. It's like, all right, well, that means that I got it at a good deal, I guess. I suppose. So the issue I'm having here is that this should be displaying this property, T3D export on save, which is this, but for whatever reason, it's not actually doing that. Let's do a test, I guess. Okay, so it does, like, this is working. It is running. I'm not sure why this isn't printing, though. What? Okay, so that is there. Prop. Context.blend data. T3D export on save, underscore. Maybe the blend data is not like an instanced thing. I assume that blend data was like the blend file in general, but I guess blend data might not be that. Let's take a look at, let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see. So yeah, I was thinking the scene, like where would the scene be stored in a global area? Render engine, blend data. Main data structure representing a blend file and all its data blocks. Seems like this would be the place to put it. Image data blocks, let's see. Brushes, actions. Blend data. G-Sync 120 sRGB. Yeah, it sounds sounds like a high-tech monitor. Yeah, it's interesting. So it doesn't like this. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Property not found. Blend data T3D export on save. Am I misspelling it? I don't think so. Yeah. Property not found. Property not found. Property not found. Property not found. Context.blend data. T3D export save. Let's save this and reload. Yeah, still property not found. Okay. So it might be it's clearly not working, but I'm wondering why. Maybe, yeah, maybe I just need to put it somewhere else. So where else can I put it? What other structure would be global to the scene or global to the blend file? Scenes, screens, sounds, speakers, text, textures. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So he puts it in the scene. Type equals sample variables. Okay, so it's a property group. So that's how he does it. Wait, where he put it in the scene? Okay. props. Is there a prop library? Okay, props with local library. Custom list. Memory props. Such an add-on. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do instead. Yeah. What we're gonna do instead is we're probably gonna put it elsewhere instead. That was understood. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna go. So I mean, what I'm thinking is we could do this. That's an. No, we want it to be saved. We want the value to be saved. I don't want it to be per scene because you could have multiple scenes in a single file and you probably want it to be the same, right? Yeah, because they belong to the same file. So it needs to be global. It needs to be global. Let's see, row, print. 3D export and save. I'm gonna actually keep this up. Yeah. So property not found. Blend data T3D export on save. Okay. Intermediate storage for properties before registration. All right. Let's try this. C.object.t3d. So yeah, it looks like when it's in the blend data, for some reason it is not like initialized. It's not created, but it is for the object. Maybe because the blend data, there is no blend data object, but the blend data is just a collection of objects. So you don't instantiate the blend data. Like you can't put it there. So the only place I can put it is on the scene. So I guess we can put it on the scene, and we'll just do that for now. That's just what's gonna have to happen. That's just what we're gonna have to do. We will put it on the scene. We will place it. I guess we could put it in scene properties for now. That's fine. Context output. Scene. Let's see. Render. Okay, so it wouldn't be in the render panel. It would be in. I don't know what this panel is. Ebiton is adding DirectX support. Yeah, looks like, which is interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. The space. The panel is going to be used. Properties. Okay. Region. Excuse me. Region type is window. Context is scene. ID name. So I guess this would be scene. Script failed because. Oh, I have to rename it elsewhere. Should be down here somewhere. Scene PT Tetra 3D scene PT Tetra 3D properties window scene. This all sounds correct. Okay, so it's no longer there. So it should be here. Did I register the property? Scene, T3D export on save. Lucretia says, I have an idea, dream of embedding Go into Godot, but then rewriting the nodes to be more procedural programming like. Since Godot provides the render physics API, seems possible, just a lot of work. Definitely possible. Godot has nodes? Do you mean like visual programming? Like visual... I remember that they were like working on that, or that was something that was being done, but I never saw it in practice or in use. It's interesting. Why isn't this working the way it should? It should be added here. It's something simple, I'm sure. I'm just not seeing it. Window. Oh, should this be seen? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, print. All right. Still no property though. $74. Oh, my bad. Does this work? Yes. Okay. Save. Play. Okay. So export and save. When we check that off, the idea is that we register a property or register a callback. I believe that basically says when you save your game or save your scene, it will go ahead and export the blend file to a GLTF file. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look there. There's a callback, I believe. Oh, you mean the node system? Okay, you mean like I thought when you said node, I thought you meant like visual nodes. You mean the node system as defined in Godot, where it's like nodes and like spatial and all that stuff, all inherit from node. I see what you mean. Okay, so let me look on my other screen. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. There we go. We can register handlers that will be executed before or after specific operations. The handler lists are all in bpy app handlers. This is old. Let me look it up here. Okay, the script is a persistent handler example. By default, they are free when loading new files in case you move an add-on. Persistent decorator needs to be used. Okay, so I guess that's fine. All right. All right, so yeah, so this should kind of get us there, I think. Let's see, note on altering data. Altering should be done carefully. Rendering, frame change frame change pros, okay. Save post on saving a blend file after, on saving a blend file before, okay. So now what I'd like to do, there should be operators. One for export scene operators. Export scene GLTF. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to have to do this. Ideally, what I'd like to have happen is you export the scene, and then after that, if you say export on save, it will just like reuse those settings. I don't know if there's a way to do this. Did it even... Yeah, it's not even registering, I don't think. Let's see. Blender get last run operator. It's possible it's an attribute of the active window manager. Hover your mouse in that area and see if you get the Python hint. Operators last active operator. Okay. Run additional code after, okay. Final state, access an operator. Let's say we add a property to the item and make it register undo. Invoke from the UI. Then okay. So we might be able to do this. Boon D says hello. Hello. How you feeling? So I'm trying to see what would be a better approach for this. Because I don't want to just like clone the export dialog here. So maybe what I'll do, doing good, that's good, excellent. Glad to hear you're doing all right. Maybe, are these defaulted? They are? They are, okay. So maybe I'll just add options for just the things that you would want to do. And then leave the rest kind of at their default. So like export format, I'll probably set that to be GLTF, embedded, or GLB. Maybe I'll have like an enum for that. But for the most part, like I think all of these can be left at default. And the only things you really would want to tweak would be like whatever I usually tweak, which is I usually turn on custom properties. I might turn on cameras and lights, so those might be tweakable, and then just leave the rest. So that's probably what I'll do. All right, so save, post, pin. Okay, export and save, export and save. All right, cool. So we will need controls. But see, that's the thing. We don't want to have to set this on every scene. We don't want to have to set this on every scene. This is interesting. An interesting problem. I waste memory and use an object to put all my properties in. The object gets saved with each blend file and is available in all scenes, even if the object is not linked to the scenes. The object can just be an empty. Oh, he's talking about it in Blender. Using window manager. I see, I see. Window manager properties do not serialize to blends and are thus lost on reopening. Shoot. Let's see. Storing customer properties in your blend file. Storing variable. No. Invalid pro. No. Global material. No. If you set up properties, they are available globally for the session. Are not saved. That might work. Maybe I'll just do that. Can't I just make it like a global property in the script? Or can I not? Let's see. I probably can't. Probably can't? I most likely can't. Let's see. Make a module, declare global using lists. Often, make something global max something. Getter setter on B props. Yeah, use the global. Okay, understood. All right, so that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So this is fine. It can be in the scene. I guess it could be in now that we know what we're gonna do, it doesn't have to be here. It could be here instead in scene or format output. My bad. Yeah, let's put it there. Butler Studio says, "Hey Solar, I've been catching the last few streams late, but I'm still around. Hello, thank you very much for watching. It's well appreciated, definitely. Also, if you're watching." Regardless of when you're watching, if you want to support development of Tetra 3D and master plan and stuff, please check out the links in the description to my Patreon and Itch and Steam and stuff like that. I'd appreciate it. All right, so I think what we're going to end up doing here, we're going to do it like this. Where was this before? Before it was in scene. Oh, I didn't save it. Before it was in scene, it was in blend data. That didn't work. Okay, understood. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a custom getter and setter that just sets the value of export on save here. I don't think I can do that. Let me see. I don't remember how to do a anonymous function in Python. Is it just lambda? It is lambda. My bad. Yeah, equals lam. Oops. What am I looking for? Pool property. There it is. All right, so get function must take one value and return the value of the property. Okay. Self. Nice. Let's see if this works. It does not. Okay. I'm guessing that lambda is wonky. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing this must not be what I want it to be. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Lambda. Oh, is it not return? Lambda self. Invalid syntax. Global. Persistent is not defined. 76. Understood. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Get us on save. This won't work, I don't feel like. But we'll see, I guess. For internal use only. Can't be. Oh, because it can't be set, I guess, because there's no setter. Didn't like that. Let's see. Can I assign a lambda? Oh, a lambda has to return a function, I guess. I guess is what it's talking about. All right, understood. So we'll have to make functions for this. Get global save. Save. Self. Body save. Get rid of these. Cool. So let's see if it works. If we make a new scene. Yo, there we go. Okay, cool. No, it's not saved anywhere. It's not saved in the blend file. Let's try something real quick. I'm gonna comment this out. Self. bpi.context. Blend data. Let's try that. bpi has no context. It's probably, yeah, blend data. Maybe this will work. Object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Object can't be interpreted as an integer. I83. And get a little export on save. property of deferred object cannot be interpreted as an integer. I'm not sure what it's talking about. All right, I'm gonna restart Blender because I think it might be like, it might have cached my value. Maybe, let's see. No. Oh no, blend data has no attribute T3D export on save. Okay. It was false. Okay. What if we did this? No, wait. That would overwrite whatever value's there if it was there. So this won't be saved, but it'll at least be global. That's fine. Yeah, that will have to be fine. Okay. So we're not gonna do it this way. All right, understood. Is there no way we can save it anywhere? I don't think there is. I guess what we can do for let's just work with what we got here. This is fine. And for now, this is fine. Okay, so we can check off export on save. We say on save if not. Okay, so export on save. Export on save. Okay, so we say if global export on save, global if export on save, global. Then bpy.ops. What is the thing? This is what we're looking for. All right, file path equals test. Check existing true. Export format. Besides that, export cameras equals true. Let's export lights. True. Export extras. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it, I think. All right. So look at this. Now here's the thing that's kind of weird. I feel like they must be it must be possible to save your properties in a global way because the GLTF exporter does it. Remember export settings remembers this. It saves this entire thing. Is it an operator preset? Is that why? I don't know. Let's see. Let's do some digging. Here's the GLTF exporter for Blender. Let me just take a look here. Remember. Store the export settings in the blend file so they will be recalled next time the file is open. Okay, so how do they do it? In this repository. context scene, get GLTF2 export settings. Oh, is it just stored in the scene? Custom scene property for saving the settings. So it saves it as a it saves it as a string. Where export selected in background battery for export selected in selection. Okay, freaking set attribute KV settings. Save settings. If self.will save settings, self.save settings context. Okay. So that's scene. Support props. So they just save the settings in a dictionary. I see. I think I see. All right. We'll close this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, right? Thank you. What we're gonna do, we're not gonna worry about saving the settings right now because I think that will be a little complicated. And this already, I have to actually make the Tetra 3D half of this, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna try to get the export on save to work with some basic customizable options, and then just go from there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the export on save global. Well, yeah, we'll see. I might end up making it. I might end up making it so that it'll save in the blend file. But for now, let's just let's just get this working. All right, so export on save. All right, so these are the things that we probably would want to kind of tweak. So I'll make options for that, for those. Ops. Oh. String property name equals. GLTF file. And what's the default? Something like that. Then we have export type format, which is one of a few different options. That's the enum property. Export types. Name export format. Format to export the file in. All right. We're gonna come up here. Nuke that. Okay. Where is one of these three? Okay. So we got GLB. I'm just gonna grab this text. There we go. GLTF. All right. And then this will be all right, so that's the GLTF export types. These we can delete. I should make this a little easier on myself, but I'm stupid. Okay, then we have whether we want cameras, lights, and extras. Actually, these are all booleans, now that I think about it. Let me just do that so I'm not just jumping around so much. Okay, so here we have we got the export cameras, export lights, export extras, default true. Okay. Bundy says, I gotta go. Bye for now. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for stopping by, nonetheless. Appreciate it. Okay, so this should be good. Also, let me get some music going. Some different music. Okay, this is a groove. I'll go with this for now. All right, so let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, this is extra text I have up here. Skeleton says, hey, just got master plan and I noticed that when I zoom, the zoom point is drifting a bit to the left or right. Is that intended? No, but I think I know what you're referring to. Let me see. It doesn't do it here, so you might be using the old version, 0.7. So thank you for buying master plan firstly, or downloading it. I appreciate it. But yeah, if it's zooming like off, if it's off when zooming, that's a symptom of the old version of master plan. So you want to use the new one, which if you're on itch, download the 0.8 zip file instead of the 0.8 file versus the normal one. If you're on Steam, you opt in to it. And again, I'll fix that later so that the default is the new version. But if you're on Steam, you go to the beta section, like go to the master plan entry in your library, right click on it, go to properties, go to betas, and then as a password enter alpha master plan, I believe. There's a, let me just post the page that says how to do it. That comment on the forum says how to do it. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much for buying it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so we got some stuff here. We got some content. We got some properties and things. So now we just have to put them where we need to put them. So that's going to be, where do we end up putting this? Here? Okay, it's going to be here. I guess. All right, I did what you said. Seems to be updating now. Fantastic. But yeah, that's going to be changed so that you don't have to do that anymore. Like, you won't be under the beta branch. That's just going to be the normal one. I should have done this in retrospect. I should have switched this a long time ago, but I didn't. It didn't seem like it was necessary. But I guess it was fine. It's a good decision to do it now, later, rather than doing it early, because I didn't really have that much to show early. And yeah, anyway. All right, so Lucretia says, do you ever get any Steam updates for Gearin? Like any new reviews coming in? I don't even know. I checked this morning just to see if I was getting a sale or two, and I do get like 1 or 2 sales every so often, which is very weird, very strange. I mean, I guess people just find it. They just look and find it. But yeah, like, I don't even know. I would assume some people might be like, this game is trash, and it's like, yeah, dude, it's like 7 years old and my first game and of poor quality. Like it's not great, but I mean, like, I get like a sale or two like once every like couple of weeks, I imagine, on average. Like somebody's like, oh hey, here's a what is this? Let me get it. This is bad. It's like, yeah. Feel free to check it out. Okay, so we have this. All right, so now we're gonna go over here. Row equals self dot layout row. Let's see. I mean, I guess we could store this. Oh, maybe that's how they did it. Maybe they basically had like one set of properties, and then they just put it on all the scenes. Like all the scenes point to the same property dictionary. Maybe that's how they did it. That might have explained it. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and try this. Context.scene T3D export file path. Format. Okay, so there's the export file path. There's the export format. Export format, can we at the default equals GL, TF, what is it, embedded? All right. Okay, cool. Next we're gonna make a, I think we can do a, it's like a box. I think it's actually called box. Yeah, box.prop. This would be T3D export cameras, lights, and extras. There we go. Cool. Export on save. File path. I'm just thinking, wait, what should we? I'm like, should we like, hold on. How do we do this? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Let me check real quick. I want to see, is there a string property. Wait. Subtype. Okay, here we go. File path. Okay. Subtype. File path. There we go. So now we got the little thing here. That's cool. But then also, what we will do is we will leave this blank, maybe. Yeah, file path to export GLTF file. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We'll make so that the default is blank, and then we say if left blank, it will export to the same directory as the blend file, and we'll have the same file name. Okay, that should kind of cover most use cases. All right, cool. So we run. We'll save. Yes, this is blank. Okay, cool. All right, so export on. Oh, okay. So you can do that and then say reset the. Ah, I see. So backspace. Ah, cool, cool, cool. And you can do the. Cool, cool, cool. Got it. All right, all right, all right. Okay. So this kind of does what we needed to do a little bit. It's not quite perfect, but it kind of does work. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. All right, so export on save, defaults to being on. Okay, so we got this. Okay, cool. All right, so if it's this, then we basically can get going. I think we just need to actually get these values now. How do we actually do that? That's the question. All right, so export scene, file path, string. Because when you go to export a GLTF, you have to give something, yeah. Blend data has a file path. Path of the blend file defaults to blank. Read only, never none. Okay, so let's see. Let's print dpy.blend data. We will comment this out. Save. bpy has no blend data. My bad, should be contents, save. All right, so you can see when we save, it gives us the whole file path. So we really want just this part, add on whip. Or I guess we could take the entire thing, split off the .blend, and then just add the ending. That's probably better. Where's the Python path? Object-oriented file path, file systems path, file system paths. I guess that's fine. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, path is most likely what you need. Okay. Pathlib.path. os.path. Base name. Returns the base name of path name path. This is the second part element of the pair used returned by passing paths to the function split. So the second element. I want the first element, I assume. Splits the path name into a pair head and tail, where tail is the last path name component and head is everything leading up to that. Tail will never contain a slash. If path ends in slash, tail will be empty. I wish they had a little example, but I imagine this means that it's going to be like all of the directories and then blend.blend. So we want really split x'd, I guess. Yeah, this. Splits the path name path into a pair such that root plus x equals path. And the extension ext is empty or begins with a period and it contains at most one period. Okay. So new path equals, we'll have to import os.path. Please. os.path.split x define context.blend data.file. Okay, so if the blend path is not blank, then the new path is this. Otherwise, new path is just can we raise an error? Can we raise an error? Is it called raise or something? Do we raise an exception? Like, do we do it in Python, I guess? I feel like this isn't. I feel like this isn't correct. But there's no way to really test this without. Well, I guess we can do it like this. What did I? Oh, whoops. Exceptions must derive from base exception. What the heck does that mean? That means my exception is poorly formatted. Except. Class B exception. Class C except. Raise exception. What's how do you throw an exception or raise an exception? Or... I see. Okay. Exception test, but it's not like visualizing it anywhere. Oh, is it report? Is that what it is? Self. Yeah, that's not it. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track though. I think report is what I'm looking for, but I'm not sure that it's available. No, it's there. Okay, so it's just self.report. I'm using an operator. Okay, so self.report error. It didn't do it. Self is not defined. Wrong. None type object has no attribute report. Oh, because it's a... Oh. Excuse me. So save post append, export unsave. There is no... Yeah, there's no operator. Can I like... How do we report without a reference to anything? We're not an operator. Report. Copy info. Report and select all. Pick. I do not have an operator for this. I guess I could call the operator. I guess that's one way to do it. I could call the operator. I suppose I can call the operator. Like make an operator that saves and then call that from this add-on, and that way we can report if the blend path is empty. Because if the blend path is empty, then there's no way you can, like, if the blend file isn't saved and the export file path is empty, then nothing can happen. Like where will it go? That's okay. Let's not over-engineer. So what we need to do is figure out how we can get context scene, or I already have that, scene dot t3d export file path. Now, how can we get this as a string though? Property to string. Convert property to string. Property to string. Retrieve value from string property. Yeah. You're reading the function that creates properties for new classes. You should be accessing the property itself in the current scene. Which has the value you've stored. Okay. So it should just work? Like this should just work? Okay, let's see if it just works, I suppose. Let's see, print new path. can only concatenate tuple, not string to tuple. Okay, we're almost there. This is, yeah. So can we just do like, we cannot. Okay. Okay, so blend path. Okay, so new path. All right, cool. So let's try that. Save. So now we have this. Add on whip.gltf. But if I say like I want like // /home /SolarLune / Is it just... That's weird. After... like, it only runs once? So I save and then it doesn't happen again? Register. Like it's not... It's only doing it once. Like I uncheck, recheck. You can see the current situation. Save. Wait. Yeah, it's not happening after each save. I think it's not happening after each save. Oh, it's because it's persistent? No? Okay. Yeah, it's only triggering once. Alright, let's see. Blender post save only triggering once. Bah. Why am I getting Django signals? Alright, well, I can't find any information. Let's see. So it's in there. Post save, post append. Export on save. Let me take a look at post save a little bit more. Let's see. I'm like kind of there. Let's see, save post. For some reason, it's only saving once. Like it's only activating once, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm saving, but it's not triggering. It's not triggering the export. The handler is persistent, which I think is correct. Export on save global is on. Or maybe, you know what? Let me just restart because I'm not sure quite what's going on. 106. Self is not defined. Yeah, this might be another like. You know what? Let me just start this entire thing. Okay, trigger. All right, now it's working correctly. There we go. All right, so maybe it was, I'm not sure, maybe it was Blender, maybe it was just me misreading the terminal. Okay, so the new path is correct, I believe. Export file path to export GLTF file. If left blank, it will export the same file, have the same file name. If the blend file has not been saved, nothing will happen. Wait. If left blank, okay, in this case, if left blank, yeah. All right, so, let's see. Trigger, we don't need this anymore. Global, all right. So now this is where we kind of get to the cool part, which is just, I wish I could cut out lines by holding Control and pressing X. I'm so used to that from VS Code. Can I move my cursor? bpy ops export scene GLTF. File path equals test. New path. Export. Lights. Okay. There we go. We don't need this anymore. There. I think we got it. I think we got it pretty much where we want. All right. Lucretius asked, what's your goal right now? It's sorry for the late reply, but basically I'm trying to get an add-on that allows me to save or export when I save in Blender automatically, while also giving me a couple of other options like the ability to set the bounds and yeah, just kind of like things I kind of need. I need a little bit. Let's see. All right, so all right. So for now, this is. Oops. For now, this should be kind of enough. A little bit. I don't like this being here. I'd rather have it be here, I think. Yeah, it's not really about the scene. No, it's here. Okay, cool. Let me restart. Excellent. All right, export on save. You got these settings. Export cameras, lights, extras. All right, so this is, I think, a good start. I think this is a good start, at the very least. We will... What else? Lottie also wants to know. Basically, I'm making an add-on to make it easier for me to work with Tetra 3D. That's the point. And I think it's working. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it's working. Let's see. Delete those two. Okay. So when I save the blend file, it should also export a GLTF embedded file, basically. Doesn't look like it's working. Although I might be wrong. Oh. Scene object has no export lights. Did I? I did. Okay. There we go. Yo. Let's go, dude. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. So now we will, I'll just grab this entire thing and move it to an actual Python file, which is this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Cool. We can definitely clean this up. Yeah, we can definitely clean this up to be considerably simpler. I don't want to, but let's do it. Okay. So the idea is basically we could do something like this and have it correspond to stuff like this. Like that. And then we just loop through object props and set them. Loop through scene props, you know, do the same thing for scene and set it, and then go from there. But this is fine. For now, this is fine because we don't know how the scene properties are going to be stored. I guess we could do it for object props at the very least, because it's just easier. Yeah, so we're just gonna go like this, I guess. And then just go like boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then we just say for prop in object props bpy.types Object.set attribute. Okay, so something like this might work. And then we could just do the same thing here. Music change? Yeah, sure. Let's do a music change. The exact same song. It's been a while since I listened to this. This is that old SolarLune. It's so weird. It's such a weird song. It's so weird. Okay. In the club. Oh man. All right. I don't know what I want to listen to. Let's listen to this. All right. So we'll see if this works. I think I'm doing this right. Set attribute and delete attribute. Maybe we'll see. You know, we need more vault. Okay, so let's see if this works. We will reload this. Go with something like this. Okay, so it does, yeah. Alright. Alright, so what didn't work? Too many values to unpack. 146. Expected 2. Some more. Oh, is it like items? Can I assign a function call? What is it? Where is... Is it dictionary dot items? I guess it must be dictionary dot items I'm thinking of. Yeah, okay. Object has no attribute set attribute. Is it set? I think it's actually with an underscore. Something like that. Reload, play. From this should work. What was the issue? There's no attribute. Set attribute. Oh. Okay. Cool. Let's try that. Reload, play. Didn't crash. That's good. Let's see if it works. So we'll restart. Make sure we're starting fresh. Okay. Cool. All right. Excellent. So we won't do anything about... Oh, this is the old one. My bad. Let me start over. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right, we're good. I think we're good. We will... I don't know. I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll save this, and then we'll make this into an add-on. Can we just install an add-on by... Whoops. Can we just install an add-on by going to Preferences and saying Install? Or wait, am I... Okay, you can. You fools, you allowed me to become the worst possible being, which is my final form. You've given me power. You've allowed me to amass power that I ought not have. Hey, yeah. All right, so yeah. All right, so we're kind of cracked. In case you haven't been able to tell, we're kind of cracked. So what we're gonna do now, we will change the music again because this is kind of annoying. Even if it's a groove. All right, cool. So now we can go back to our actual game and start to implement this stuff, which is very nice. So now we have Tetra 3D properties here. We can move them up, for example, and everything defaults to being visible. There's no bounds on this stuff. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll get rid of the properties. No quick way to do this, I guess. Man, this is gonna be slow. Slow. Oh lordy, this is gonna be slow. There's no quicker way to like jump through all of them. I can't delete multiples at the same time. Yeah, I definitely have to implement some sort of custom property system. This is like it's gonna be so slow, dude. It's gonna take the same amount of time to like remake the map as it would to delete all these properties. So I can copy, right? I can copy to selected. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is gonna be a far better improvement. Okay. We still have more to do, but we're getting there. Camera blocking 1, we don't need that anymore. Okay. We're gonna delete. Did it delete the tree too? I didn't know it did that. So when you delete a parent, it deletes the child? Really? Since when? Wait, no. It's weird. Like, I'm not sure where the... Like, okay, let me just show what I'm struggling with. What I'm struggling with to understand. If I delete the hitbox, the collision object for the tree, the mesh disappears as well, but the object count only goes down by 1. So where did it go? Is it here? It is. It's here. Okay, so it goes back to the original position. Okay, got it. All right. We'll leave this here. We don't need collision. We don't need invisible anymore. Non-solid. Trigger untouched. NPC. Okay, that's fine. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this or this. Alright, I'm sure I missed somewhere, maybe. But overall, this is pretty good. There might be actually a key to like cycle to the next object. Anyway, skeleton or skeleton asks, using Blender as a map editor. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. All right, so let's see, cycle next object. No, interesting. It feels like that's definitely the kind of thing that would exist in Blender. All right, well, this is good. We should be good. And then let's go to the next map, which is this one. We'll just do the same thing, get rid of collision. This is going to be a lot easier because there's just fewer objects here. That's it. We're done. Yeah. Save that. Go to... I know a guy who used it for a 2D game. Really? We'll open a new thing, go to shut in. What I want to do here, we won't need this anymore. We won't need this anymore. what I'd like to do is oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Oh, the tree. We added trees. I should have committed that change. That's okay. All right. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and just add this to Tetra 3D. So when we import stuff, which we do through, where do we do it? Bounds here. Bounds. Let's just close others. There we go. ULTF. Go. I did stuff? Okay. I did do stuff. I didn't commit this. Okay, understood. That's right. Okay. Now I'm remembering. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make it so that when we import objects, which we do here, we will basically see, let's see, map is map, interface is map, tag name data. We will basically see if the tag is a certain thing, and if so, then we'll wait, hold on, let me think. Yeah, I think this should work. Yeah, I think this should work. All right. So yeah, this area where we load in the tags, we're going to go ahead and basically pull in the data that we have here. All of this data. So I'm just going to copy this entire thing so that it's just easier to look at. We'll put it here. Comment it out. Okay. So we'd say if tag name, I guess we say switch. Oh, I see. It's visibility, then we say node.set. Oh, obj. Set visible. Data.bool. False. Case T3D bounds type. Data. I think it would be like named. I think it would be let me actually also install the Python. There we go. None AABB. Okay. So if data is equal to brat. Developer. Toggle developer tools. What was the issue? I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta do everything. Okay. All right. So, type bounds type equals data.string bounds type is so the options are A, B, B. None. We obviously are just not going to do anything on it. My guy sounds like he needs a rest. I kind of do. I'm just tired of like work. I've been just like cranking away on this stuff for a while. I mean, just for hours. I've been like, you know, how does this work? What is this? I'm just tired a little bit. I don't know how you stream for more than 2 hours. I get tired after one. I have to take breaks. Yeah, it's tough. Some people do it for like 5 or something. Like, but I guess it's easier if you're just playing a game compared to programming where you have to like think on stream for hours. It's not easy, but it's you know, it's something. Okay, so the idea here is if the bounds type is none, we just ignore it. We just, you know, don't care. But if the bounds type is AABB, then we want to know if the custom size is enabled, and if so, then we get these values basically. All right, so let's do it. So, and we can look at, we cannot look at, no, we can look at maps. We cannot look at, we can look at, we can't look at, not here. Okay, I'm waffling because I'm like, how, we can see it, right? Yeah. It's, yeah, this stuff, no, where is it? All right, wait, let's see if this actually works before we go too far. So if this works, then we should be able to do something like that. Or let's just delete everything, save. Okay, yeah, it's working, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. P Mendez says 99 says I take 1 hour breaks or have a game session in between coding sessions or sometimes naps. Yeah, it's important to like break it up and do different things to kind of keep it fresh. But yeah, it's something else. It's something else. Okay, so cam helper.001. There it is. T3D visible 0. And if it's on, then it's 1. So I guess if there's nothing there, then it defaults to the default variables, which for us is just no bounds and visible. That's fine. Over here. Okay. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. Because, yeah, we'll do this way. I think it might be a little better. We say if tag name strings dot has prefix T3D and strings dot has suffix tag name underscore underscore. So basically, if it doesn't have T3D at the beginning or it doesn't have the underscores at the end, then we will assume it's not a Tetra 3D property, so we won't worry about it. Otherwise, we want to set this stuff directly, basically. So we say if visible equals data map T3D visible. Yeah, then we can say obj.set visible. Something like that. That feels better. And the reason why we do it this way is because this way we can reference multiple properties at a time. So we can say if bounds type then we can say this, where we switch off of bounds type. And then in the case of AABB, we say data map. I don't think there's a situation where it could be set to AAB. No, it could be set to AABB, now that I think about it. And it not exist. Okay, so if data map we don't need the variable. Oh no, we do. Bounds. Bound size. Okay. This is incorrect, by the way. This is ABB, custom enabled. Okay, so if this works, oh, this is cool. If bound size, custom size, bound size exists. So now bound size, I'm gonna print out what this is, because I'm not sure what it becomes. Let's see, I guess we can actually just see it. Size. So it's an array. Okay. So bound size, so we say obj to add children new bounding AABB or AABB. Width should be bound size 0. Also, let's go back to here. I want to set the default in the whoops. Here, I want to set the default in the Tetra 3D thing. The default should be a 2x2x2 cube, I believe. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Okay, so we're bound size 0. Bound size 0, bound size 1, bound size 2. Yeah. Save. So let's go back over here real quick. How do we do this over here? This is what we want to do otherwise. Okay. Obj dot type to where it is node type model. Okay, that model. Okay, mesh was in. Model mesh dimensions AABB equals new underscore bounding AABB. Dim width, height and depth, set the local position. Okay. So this is a solution, but I'm not sure if it's the solution. For now, let's just do it like this. Okay, so this is the general idea. So we create an AABB if the custom size is enabled. Then we set the custom size or create a new one using the custom size. Otherwise, if it is a model, then we just use the dimensions and then we position it correctly. All right, that should kind of do it. And then we'll just do the same thing for everything else. Same concept. Here for the capsule, it's possible that it's possible you set the custom capsule size, but it doesn't save the radius and height, I think. Yeah, like this. It sets the custom capsule size here, but it doesn't save the radius and height because they haven't been altered. So, which sucks, in my opinion. All right, so if the capsule custom enabled is true, this is capsule custom enabled, it's possible that the radius and height aren't there. It's possible that the radius or height aren't there. So that's what we'll presume. I probably should have made a thing for this. Nah. Well. I guess. I'm trying to think if I want to do this way. Let's say get or default. Do something like this. So then we could say, something like this. Get our default bool, get our default float. And then just get our default float slice. That might be better, because then we could just say obj.set visible Get or default bool T3D visible, and then it defaults to true. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, so here that helps us out, I think, because we can then just say we could probably do get or default boolean here. So we just say false. Then here float slice. Oops. Do this. True. All right, so this is the general idea. Yeah, I think this is a good approach. I believe. So AABB custom enabled, get or default. We don't care about that. Exists. Here we care if the custom size exists. Oh no, we don't. We don't care. We don't care. Because if it doesn't exist, it'll just give us this array, this slice, 222. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it exists. That's why I did this. Okay, cool. So now we can just do that. Get or default float size. Okay. Model, mesh dimensions. Okay. Set level. All right, so that's, yeah, simpler. Cool. Alright, if B size. Okay, so bound size now is just get or default float slice. Default float. And that is the capsule radius. What did I say the radius was? Radius is 0.25. Okay. Why is that so thin? Radius should be like 1 or 0.5. Radius. Height. There we go. This is better. We don't need this. There we go. Otherwise, all right. Cool. And then we just do the same thing for spheres, which is simpler because a sphere is just one value, really. Sphere custom enabled. Sphere custom radius. Sphere custom radius. Default is 1. New sphere. Radius. Else sphere. Okay. Okay, triangles. Triangles are next. There's no custom anything for this. For triangles. Triangles are just triangles. For now. Let's see. All right, something like this. Woo! All right, well that was a little deep. It was a little deep, a little bit of a deep dive, but that was good. I think we got everything done. So if this was working correctly, then we should be able to, and we'll go back to the humans here. We should be able to just be like, let me just make sure. Okay. Bonk, save, capsule. So this should be this big. Let's see if humans. Did it not do anything? Let's see. Oh, it's bounce type. I was looking for capsule. Yeah, too. Oh wait, then it's not gonna be. Hold on. Then this is never gonna be case A, B. Yeah, it's not gonna be this. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Let's see if it does what we hope it does. I should like sink through the floor. Float interface is float, not bool. Okay, so we're doing something here. Get our default bool. What am I? Visible? Oh, visible's 1. Oh, there is no bool. Okay. All right, so exists and okay. If value is greater than 0, if value dot float 64 is greater than 0, return true, return false. There we go. Is it, wait, float 64. Okay, we're good. Let's try that. All right, sinking through the floor. That's good. What we expected. Should it use return? Oh yeah, you're right. When you're right, computer. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, he's sinking. He's sinking. He's the only capsule dude in the game, but he's a capsule dude. Okay. He's a capsule dude. Let's see if this works. Let's go back to maps. Let's go to house entry. We'll select this thing. Select these grounds and say we want them to be triangle mesh. Copy to selected. Yes. The power. The power. Save. Play. I didn't export. No. No. Okay. What's going on? Did it? Is it? What's not? What is or is not happening like we expected to? So house entry is what we're looking at. Nodes 8 through 16. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess this was. I wish this was easier to to do. Let's see. Plane. Balance type is 4. All right. So let's see. Data map. Is map. You know what? That makes me think that maybe we should make it so that you can't turn off export extras, because that would make it so that the balance system just straight up doesn't work. So this is, we're not going to do that anymore. T3D export extras. Able to be exported. Yeah. Hello, eBoat Right. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. 2, 3, 4. Map exists. Visible. No, it's not extra. Extras. Is map. I mean, it is a map. There's no point in even. We know it's. I guess it's possible it's not there. I guess it's. I need a signed version of Master Plan Gearend and Cairo. How do I get an autograph? I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to make another Cairo. I need to make Gearend again. I want to make good content, and I'm on my way there. Okay, we're almost there. We are so close. Get that name. Does the bounce type not exist? We know it does. Plane 001. Okay, so it's 4. Bounce switched bounds type. Bounds type is equal to 4. We know it's 4. Two demands 2. Tree collision is 2. Why is tree collision even in here? I'm not even sure. Oh, I see. I know why that's the case. Okay. What? Bounce type is not equal to 4? I'm going to assume that's because bounce type is actually a string. But why would it be? It's or is it an int? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. No? Bounds type is 4. But it's not the number 4, nor is it the string 4. So what 4 is it? Huh? 4.0? Oh, because it's a float. Okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. BT bounds type equals int BT float 64. That way, oh, because it's an interface, I guess. But that should kind of help us out a little bit. Here. All right. Well, it's we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. We're super close. So now it's phasing through the ground. Why is it phasing through the ground? Let's see. Let's move the player up. I think it might be that the collision object is just higher. That's possible. We'll move the player up a little bit. We don't have to export it. We can just save. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, now he's in the air. Yeah, it's off. It's off. There's a way out there behind this. Yeah, this is off. Everything's off. Okay. Now here's a way out. It's higher. Okay. So I think we shouldn't do this for triangle meshes, I guess, because all right, I think I see what the issue is. Let me pull up Sprite real quick to visualize it. I think the issue is, oops. Can I get just like something a little bit bigger? Thank you. I think the issue is basically you have like an object here, right? Let's say you have a guy. Can I get just like a, yeah. Let's say you have a guy, right? And so he's like this. And so you say, okay, I want to, make a cube around him. So you make a cube around him. You ask Tetra to make a cube, and so it's like, all right, well, we'll make a cube. It'll be centered on his. Oh yeah. Well, the triangle should be accurate to the position of the triangle. So that was the issue here. We don't want that. So that fixes that. Now I'm wondering, like, if you have a character who's like this, right? And his center is off center, do you want the AABB to be around that? Like, if you have a character whose center is here, should his AABB be here? Or should it be here and you have to move it? I feel like it should be on his center, and you should have to move it otherwise. No, I guess it should work the way it does, I suppose. We'll try this. This might be it. We might be done. He fell gracefully onto the ground. Okay, so I think we're actually pogging. I think it's a little early to tell, but I think we're pogging. if we are to be pogging, it will become clear in very short order when I do. No, I actually want this. When I do this, I want these all to be triangle meshes, please. Copy to select it. Thank you. I want these to be AABB. This can be AABB. Collision. All right, I think we're golden. Save, run. Oh, it crashed. Okay. Closest point. Okay, so I'm guessing that we made an AABB that doesn't have. Wait, index out of range. Out 0. Point clone. Let's see. Index out of range 0 with length 0. Is that the position? Half? Maybe is the size? Is there no size? I'm thinking that we made an AABB that doesn't have a size. Somehow. Let's see. Right says, hey, one of your last streams you mentioned that you use and really like Pop OS, so I switched from Mac to Pop and I really like it. Oh, very nice, congratulations. Well, I mean not congratulations, but like congratulations that you made a change and you like it. Because going from Linux to Mac to Linux is a bit of a jump. It's pretty fun. Like Linux is fun. It's I wouldn't even say it's like not really a good user experience. I think it's just different. I think once you get past how different it is, it's very easy to use in terms of like doing the things you want to do. Generally are pretty straightforward. It's just different. It's just like maybe it's not as easy as Mac, not as GUI heavy as Mac, and not as there's room. There's definitely room for both. Is Pop what I use now? No, I'm using Manjaro. Manjaro is a good, solid thing. None of this looks out of the ordinary. Closest point. Sphere AABB. Am I not? Oh. Wait, hold on. I do not. Okay, so then yeah, Sphere AABB. What's Sphere? Oh, Capsule AABB is calling Sphere AABB. Okay. And then it's crashing because index 0 is out of. All right, let's see. We'll just do it like this: print line, out, pause, and half. Because I'm not sure which of these is not fully populated. Half. Is there no size? There's no size. So the box has no size. So are we making a box that has no size? And how could I do that? These all have AABB, but they all should have the correct size. Let's see. Bounding AABB. So it seems like there's an issue with the AABB that we're auto-generating for these guys. It must... Here we go. Here we go. It must be here. It must be somewhere here. Feels like we're generating the right AABB size. Set local position, dimensions... All right, we can try something like this. Okay, bounds tight. Capsule. Sphere. Okay. This might help us out a little bit, but I'm not sure if this is actually the problem. Yeah, it's crashing, but I'm not sure why. Why is the size small or empty? Why is the size vector empty? AABB closest point, sphere position. Box bounding AABB closest point. Box.size.scale. Why is size empty? When is size ever empty? Size. Huh, alright. I guess it's possible that we just aren't doing what we need to do. So I'll call bounds.update size manually here. That might just, I mean, I'm not sure why it's an issue now, but this might fix the issue. It does, okay. Alright, so we're walking around. But it's not perfect. It's not rotated. Why is it not rotated? Let's see. Because we add the child before we position the node. Position or rotate the node. Update size on transform update. On transform update, bounds update size gets called. What am I bumping into here? Like, this is clearly the cube, which is fine. Oh, did I make the tree mesh? Oh, yeah, this doesn't need to bounce. Okay, that explains that. Let's see. This doesn't need to be a triangle mesh. This should be an AABB. This should not be visible. It doesn't need a custom size. So once we figure this out, we're gonna be, you won't even believe. Also, visibility isn't working. Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, why is this not rotated? Just trying to think. I'm just trying to think. Let's see. Okay. No, that shouldn't. Is this not where we should add this stuff? I think I'm on the right track. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Just want to test something real quick. So alright, well, hold on. I feel like I might be on the track, on the right track. So before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. So there is some rotation going on here. Like the AABB here is rotating this matrix to this matrix, but for some reason it's not working properly. Let's see. Yeah, both of these are rotated, but they're not rotated properly. Maybe I need to do this after? I have no idea how you have the ability to debug on a live stream. Genuinely awesome stuff. Thank you. It's hard. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna assume that there's something else going on. So let's try this. We're gonna move this, go back until we have right around. Yeah, okay. Right around. And it is not liking this. Here. All right, we're gonna grab all this and move it down here, I guess. I don't need this. I guess actually we could just have left it down in there at the bottom, huh? Yeah. Because I'm wondering if basically it's like it's working correct. I don't know. It feels like it should be working correctly, but for some reason it's not. Yeah, this is not right. This is rotated incorrectly. What is up with that? Like, it's a parenting issue, I'm pretty sure, but it shouldn't be a parenting issue. Because we look... Hold on. I just missed a call. Hold on, my eyebrows raising. Okay, let's go back to our original code. How did we do this? So we did it after the scene was completely set. Oh yeah, that's true. We need to do that and then do that. Capsule AABB. The size is set. Width, height, depth. We're setting the position. We're adding the children. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Firstly, let's move the player back down. That is no longer excuse me, that is no longer a problem. Next, let's move the player closer to these cones so we don't have to worry about that. Whoops. Ah, man. Alright, well, I probably screwed that up. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Like, we're almost there, dude. Like, this is working perfectly fine. There's no issues there. This is working fine except for these cones. the AABB is rotated. Why is it rotated? Why is it not correct? Why is it not on right? It's offset as it should be from the center of the cones, I believe. Let me see. The cone center is, yeah, here. And the AABB is here, that's correct. But it's rotated. Why is it rotated? Why is it rotated? Why is it rotated? Why would it be rotated? I'm setting the right size. I'm not rotating it in code. I'm setting its position. If the object rotates... Oh... No, that shouldn't be an issue. Should it? Let's see. We set a local rotation. Set local rotation. That calls dirty transform, which sets... Oh, that's true. Let's transform dirty, false. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is the issue. But let's say it is. Let's say... no, this shouldn't even be an issue. Writing all the children here. Objects, yeah. We're skinning the models if they're set up to be skinned. Okay. What we might end up doing let's try something real quick. No, actually, we don't want to do that later. We want to do it here while we have a reference to the node and the object that it belongs to. This is quite an interesting problem. Okay, I guess we just need to gather more information. That's just what it boils down to. So what we're gonna do this. Scene dot scene graph dot root dot get cones, which is This guy. Okay, so we want to get this instance specifically, and we want to print out its world rotation. Ebold Right says, I'm gonna get out of here. See ya. All right, yeah, thank you very much for coming through. It's well appreciated. Okay, so cones 001. And we also want to get yeah, this is gonna crash immediately. Okay. Crashes probably because the name is incorrect. Let's see, bounding, yeah. Oh. It must be applying the rotation of the object before exporting. Maybe? Is that what's going on? Transform, apply modifiers. I'm thinking it might be exporting. The rotation? Well, I guess we can see this a couple ways. Let's just instead look at the local rotation, and if they're both the same, that lets us know that there's something wrong. But I think I'm on the right track now. No, the cone is rotated, but the bounding AABB is not rotated. Okay, that's, yeah, correct. So then why is it that the bounding AABB is rotated away from the cone? Like, what's... Why would it be rotated 90 degrees? It's rotated 90 degrees. Why is it rotated 90 degrees? Yeah, I think what I... Nah, well, maybe? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking. I'm thinking what might be the case, let's see, is something like this. I'm thinking that the cone object, the cone's object, on export, the dimensions are off. So according to this, the cone spans from negative 1.49 on the x-axis, which we will examine thusly. Negative 1.49 to 1.26. It's, wait, what? Okay, negative 1.49 to 1.26. Okay. Then negative 3. Or, I'm sorry, negative 0.36. Oh, that's y. And then z is negative 3 to 6. Okay. 6.55. Which is correct, right? This is x. 1.27. Yeah, and then z is negative 3.4. Or 3.4 forward to 6.55 back. Yeah, that's, I don't understand. This definitely seems right. So if the dimensions are right, if the cone is rotated and not the AABB, why is the AABB rotated away from the cone? All right, here's what we're gonna do. Because I cannot come up with a better way to solve this. Okay, so what I did was, let me just do this one. What I'm doing is I'm going to start rotating the object in-game so I can see if the AABB is being updated accordingly. It's not. What the heck? That explains why it's not working. Okay, all right. On transform update size, corners, internal size times C, 0, CS. Vec, CS. Box, internal size 0 times C0. So I'm not sure if this is being called, if update size is being called. Okay, it's definitely being called. Update size. Luna the God says, hello there, I am a bit new here. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm in the middle, what am I working on? I'm in the middle of kind of making a 3D game framework, kind of, from scratch, basically. using Ebiton for triangle rendering, and it's basically like a hybrid 3D game engine framework kind of thing. It's not really a full framework, it's just basically rendering and like collision stuff, like intersection testing. And you would use this with Ebiton to basically make a game. That's the idea. Right now I'm struggling with, well, not really struggling. I never even use set dimensions. Why do I even have it, dude? Well, I guess you can use it. Yeah, other people can use it. All right. So I'm pretty sure this is probably not gonna work. Ebiton is discontinued though? No. I'm not sure. Maybe you're thinking of something else. I'm talking about this Ebiton here. I'm not sure if you're thinking of a different language or framework, but Ebiton's very much alive. This is probably bad. I probably should fix this so that this doesn't get called constantly. That's probably part of the issue. I'm probably doing this incorrectly. The AABB bounds need to be calculated pretty much once per frame. They don't need to be calculated more than that. Oh, it doesn't say it's a dead. No, it says it's a dead simple 2D game library, not a dead library. A dead simple, like it's like super simple. Not that it's a dead game library, but that it is a dead simple game library. Interesting. Lottie says, how do you feel about the Lua language? I remember back in the day you were talking about making a language and the concept ended up being Lua. It's similar. The concept I was very similar to Lua, but I still don't like it. I still don't care for Lua. Lua is, I mean, it's fine. Like I think it does what it does very well, but I don't like a few of the things that are just like endemic to the language, just baked into the language that you can't change. It's just the way the language works, and I don't like that. I don't like that it starts on 1 instead of 0 for like array sequencing. I don't like that you can have an array until you put a nil in there, and then it's just like, oh, what is it? I don't know. Like it's a table, but you can index it as though it's an array. But then if you put a nil in there, how does it know where to end when you're indexing, when you're looping through it? Nobody knows. Like it's undefined behavior, I believe, as I recall. Either it's like, yeah, I don't like it. I feel like Lua's got some good stuff, but I would probably pull a TypeScript to JavaScript, basically make another language that is the better Lua in terms of like, it does what Lua does, but it just is better in terms of like, it's not dynamically typed. It doesn't need to be. Well, I don't feel like I don't feel like dynamically typed languages are just that useful. Usually it's just if you write well in a dynamically typed language, you just end up with statically typed code, basically, where it's just like a variable is always a variable of a certain type and it never jumps around. Like TypeScript for Lua, exactly. Where it's just like, I would probably make it statically typed. I would make it index from 0 just because that's just what programming languages do. Like that's the common thing. It doesn't really make sense to make it different for no real reason. Maybe it was better for the person who was making it, like it made sense to him at the time, but for most programmers, you're used to indexing it at 0. It's not a huge deal either way, but it's just like, why would you start at 0 or start at 1 instead of 0? Anyway, yeah, it's like, I don't mind the 0 versus 1 thing. That's minor, but like you not knowing how big a table is when you're looping through it because you put a nil in there somewhere is such a like weird and absurd problem to have for a language that like fundamentally works with tables. Like I wouldn't mind if it's like, oh well, this is like one type of data, where it's like, oh well, you have tables, you have lists, you have slices, you have sets, but to have it be like where everything is a table, and then when you like an array is a table or a list is a table, and so you have references to objects which are other tables, and then you put a nil in there. Now it's no longer like, you don't know how big it is. It might stop at the nil and be like, you have 4 out of you have a 10 slot long table, but you put a nil in at position 2. Now it's like, okay, well, you have a 1 slot long table because the second position is nil, and so it's like it just will count 0, see the nil, and in the loop, instead of being like what should I do? And that is even a, I don't really know what the compiler or the interpreter should do in that situation. If you have, a slice of 3 values and the second value is a nil, what should it do? Should it just not count it? Should it say it's a nil and return a nil? I would probably just return the nil in the loop so you can determine what to do with it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, and I don't understand why it's a problem. Maybe for people who use Lua, it's just not a problem. They just get used to it, or it's an issue that doesn't come up in real code. I don't know. But from reading it over, it's like I don't understand why it works that way. So, speaking of not understanding why it works this way, I don't understand why my code works this way. I'm so close, dude. This is exactly like it. I just need this to rotate. And I'm pretty sure I can just like... I thought I solved this. That's the thing that's kind of even crazier. Didn't I fix this earlier? Didn't I do this? Let's see. Bounds AABB. Update size. CS math.max. Coding languages are the differences. Differences in coding languages are interesting. If I understand your point, Lottie, yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, so the issue that I'm having here is basically this red square, red cube is the AABB for this object, and it's not following the object. I'm pretty sure I've done, like, this is it. This is the solution that I came up with. And I'm pretty sure it worked, so I'm not sure why it doesn't now. Luna the God says, how long have you been programming in Go? I'm pretty new to it. I've been programming for a couple of years, maybe three or four. Yeah, not super long, but a few years. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna try something like this. I want to see if I rotate just the AABB. Does it update properly? It doesn't. Maybe I should rework the code that controls the AABB. Like, maybe this just isn't working. Let's see. So I'm making a vector for the internal size multiplied by the corner. That's the half size, right? Then I rotate it as necessary along the box's transform. Then I set the external size. Okay, so there's two possibilities here. Well, we already know that it's not actually doing this. We know that this isn't working, right? Because if it were working, not only would this be spinning visually, but I also would be moving around. The character would be moving around, being pushed by the AABB. So it's clearly not actually doing anything. So that might be indicative of the problem that we're having. Let's rotate. Does set the local rotation, which does call dirty transform, which just call on transform update, which is called update size. Let's see. Triangle broad phase AABB. Man, okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Because I am very close, but I'm also hungry and tired. We're gonna go to the demo scene and we're gonna make this as simple as possible. We will add a empty. Actually, can I add like a, yeah, cube's fine. We want it to have an AABB, custom size can be 2 by 2 by 2. Save. Save. We just saved, that's right. Now this might help us out because this allows us to kind of pin down the issue to be as simple as possible. Oh, we gotta, oh, that's right, this would be the interface. There we go. Okay, so there's the bounding AABB. It's there. Okay. So it's here. So now what we'll do is we will try a couple things. Firstly, we will oh, this is, we will go here. Firstly, we will go here and we will say what is this? This is empty. Okay. So I want to see first if this will make the cube, yeah, the cube isn't rotating. yeah, cube is definitely rotating. AABB is definitely not rotating. We can also turn off gravity in the player. Yeah, so the cube definitely should be changing size. It should be changing as the empty, which has an AABB of 222 in all directions, you know, a cube. As the empty rotates, the cube should expand because its size, its internal size is 222, but as it rotates, the corners make the overall like box grow and shrink. It will make more sense once you kind of, or we could do it like this. I don't even know why I did it like this. Let's just add a cube. And then we can just give it a AABB. Thing like that. Oh. So now the cube should be spinning. Now the cube should be spinning. Oh, there's no empty. We call it a cube now. Alright, so yeah, now the cube should be spinning, and the AABB cube, the red cube, should just be sitting there. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so at least we can see the problem. At least we're getting a visualization on the issue that's at hand. So I think, let's see. Yeah, so the cube is rotating, but the AABB is not. I think this is what we need, but let's try that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, why isn't this being called? Box.name. Luna says, I'm going to head out. Okay. Thank you very much for stopping by. Well appreciated. Hope you have a wonderful day. So I'm pretty sure the issue here... Goodbye. Good luck. Thanks. Hopefully I won't need luck. Hopefully I can figure it out. Let's see. All right. So I'm pretty sure the fundamental issue is that this isn't being called. Update size isn't being called. On transform update isn't being called. Okay. Yeah. All right, here's what we're going to do. This is a little bit of a hack. Is not necessarily the best thing to do, but it might solve the issue. Maybe. It did not solve the issue. Hmm? MC checker. Oh, okay, I see. Bounding ABB. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm kind of getting there. I'm kind of seeing, I think, what might be the issue. I believe. Okay, suited man has one. Here we go. Bounding AABB has no transform update. Why is that the case? This definitely should not be the case. It should be this, bounds update size. Let's see, update size, call. Is it because we're cloning it? When do we clone it? No, even if we cloned it, that wouldn't be an issue. Why? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We gotta see where on transform update ever is assigned to anything else. Yeah, why is it ever nil? The cube has on transform update, but the bounding AABB does not. Why would it not have? Or am I just reading this incorrectly? On transform update. All right, we're gonna do something a little radical, I think. Let's see. Okay, so here's the overridden transform. So, come to think of it, I'm not sure why I even did this on transform update. Why? I'm not even sure why I did it, now that I think about it. Yeah, now I'm feeling like I could just replace it by just overriding the transform function manually. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is nil. I'm straight up just not sure why this is nil. I'm pretty sure that's the issue. Okay. I don't know why I did this. because we can just do this. It's transform dirty. Yeah, that just might resolve the issue. Yeah, that's actually fine. We don't need this anymore. That might solve the issue. We'll see. It'd be great if it did. It did not. Oh, okay. I was like, why is it positioned so weirdly? It does not, but maybe there's something else we can do about this. So, call is here, but then it stops being called. Actually, let me see how this is. There's a couple of ideas I have now of why this might not be working. Did I did. Okay. One is Music Boy J Boy says, "Yo, hello, welcome." Yeah, let's do that. Music Boy says, "Whoa." Oh, what's up? That song sounds good. Oh, thank you. Is this inspired by Windflower? Nah, this is made. This is inspired by like Chrono Trigger, End of Time, you know, that kind of vibe where it's just like a time machine / you're lost in the stream of time, that kind of feel. So, is transform dirty is never true? Why is it never true? Yeah, let's try this. We will get rid of that. We'll call this to make sure that the children also update their transforms if it's dirty. There we go. Finally. Good lord. Okay. Now you can see what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to move. It's supposed to grow and shrink. There it is. That's what we were struggling with. My gosh. Okay, that fixed it. All right, cool. And it's not too bad. Oh my gosh. Wow, that took a heck of a long time. All right, so we want to call child transform here. My phone's gonna die soon. I gotta go. All right, well, thank you very much for stopping by nonetheless. This is a little bit of a long stream, but we managed to get quite a bit done. So feel free to come back and watch when you can. We want to call child.transform here to ensure the children also rebuild. Does this must. What I'm gonna do, let me think. Because you set a transform on a model by positioning it, moving it, whatever. But it's only when you call model.transform does it actually rebuild it. So what I'm gonna do, I guess this is fine, I suppose. Basically, the problem that I'm having, or we kind of solved it, but I think the problem that I've been kind of running into, and haven't really had too much of an issue with until now, excuse me, is essentially that when you call functions to position an object, it sets the world transform of, it sets the transform of the object, but says basically, well, the transform's dirty, which means that basically rather than constantly calculating transforms for minor things like positioning an object once and then rotating it and then scaling it, rather than calculating the transform 3 times, you just say it's dirty, and then at the end of the frame you can go ahead and recalculate all the transforms that need to be recalculated. This is done in the transform function. The issue kind of comes in if you never read the transform, either by drawing an object on screen or by calling transform yourself. The transforms will be dirty and the transform will never be rebuilt. That's not a problem for an individual node, but it is a problem if you have other nodes that are based off of the position of the greater node. But in order to read those positions, you have to use world transform or whatever anyway, so I guess it's fine. This is fine. All right, so that might be the solution that we need. We're gonna go back over here. Oh, this is the wrong camera. I meant this camera. We don't need to call that out anymore, I don't think. So that might solve the issue. I think we might be good. Took a while, and it's weird that I never ran into this issue before, but it is solved, I believe, now. Yeah, you can see the cube rising and falling in overall size. The perspective makes this a little weird, but yeah, you can see it's working. So we are good to go, I think. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully, maybe. No. Yeah. It's not working properly. These fences are broken. I had the same problem, like... Oh, wait. Hold on, let me close everything here. I think I actually fixed this in the wrong way. Now I remember here. Maybe? Let me see. Yeah, we don't need to rotate the bounding AABB. That was stupid of me. We don't need to do this anymore because we're manually correctly setting its position stuff, I think. Let's see. So now we just set the local position. We might still need to rotate the position. As necessary. But I feel like we might not need to as well. Let's try this. I think capsule triangles. Yeah, we're just gonna not do that. See how that goes. It does not work. Okay. So we need to position the bounding AABB to be probably that. I don't think we need to set the rotation. Yeah. Yeah, it's not quite working right. Yeah, this is probably problematic now that I think about it. Because if we're setting the position of these... Wait, what? Hold on. I've been using my wrong camera this entire time, dude. I didn't realize this is my webcam. I'm like, wait. Oh man. All right, I think that, yeah, this is probably bad. We probably don't want to do this. Oh no, that's why we're doing this. Because the bounding AABB, I see. Okay, I probably want to rework how the bounding box around the bounding triangles object works. Because currently it's basically like its own thing. It really probably should be like kind of massaged a little bit and like baked into bounding triangles. Because currently the way it works is whenever you call a function to see if the triangles collide with another bounding object type, it has to set the bounding AABB position, which is bad because you're doing this constantly, but also because it kind of makes bugs like this a little harder to track down, because multiple functions can set the position of the bounding AABB as necessary, which is not good. So in any case, I'm going to work on this later because I'm tired and hungry. But it's been fun. Thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune. I've been looking at the wrong camera so long. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune. If you want to support development, please check out the links in the description to this video. My Patreon or my itch or Steam pages for Master Plan, and also check out the update for Master Plan that's going to go out probably today or tomorrow, in a couple of hours perhaps. So thank you very much. It's been real, and I'll keep up with you guys and catch you guys on the flip side next time. See ya.